In this video, we are going to see how we can charge a loss of inventory in SAP Business One. So here we have a transaction of 27th of January which says one Corolla windscreen damaged during loading and unloading. We already know that we are in the trading business. That means we don't manufacture anything. We just buy the car parts and sell them at a profit. So here, this Corolla windscreen is damaged due to our internal staff mishandling. So that should be charged as an indirect expenses. Because when we talk about the loss of inventory, there are two types of losses. One is normal loss, one is abnormal loss. Normal loss normally occurs in the manufacturing sector where we, let's say, buy the raw material from the market. Let's say that we want to manufacture a table. It's approximately of 20 kg, but when we manufacture the finished good, it only weighs 18 kg. So where is the 2 kg? That is lost in the production process. So that should be charged in the inventory cost or the cost of goods sold. But here, this is clearly due to mishandling. So it is charged as an indirect expense. So the entry would be debit as a loss of inventory, which should be indirect expense, and credit should be the inventory because it reduces the overall value in the inventory ledger. But that should not be it. It seems like it should be a journal entry, but the quantity needs to be adjusted in the software as well. So let's see the proper treatment of it. But before entering the proper treatment, just make sure that you change the date from 26 to 29 to later some date, because we are entering all the project on 26th. So that makes the confusion, especially if you're adjusting any quantities. So first of all, just go to the clock and go to adjust date and time, close SAP at the background, go to change and change the date to December 29. Let me just tell you again, we are using this virtual machine, which is using Windows 10. So just right click on the corner, click on adjust date and time, and you right away jump to this area. Make sure to set the time automatically, should be turned off. This time zone should be turned off. And we just basically change the date to 29th from 26th. So that this way we always make sure that whatever transactions we have entered earlier, it's always before the adjustment of inventory. Let's open SAP again. Click on change. User ID is manager. Password is 1234. And it says 27 days are left until evaluation period ends instead of 30 days. So that is perfect. Now to do the proper treatment, here we will go to inventory module, click on the inventory transactions, click on inventory counting transactions and directly click on inventory posting. We'll select the item that is Corolla windscreens and you should be able to see the in-house warehouse quantity. But let's say that we have counted the quantity, but it's only 516. So what is the variance? Variance is -1. The total cost is 400, but we need to select the ledger as well because we need to post that adjustment somewhere. So just right click on the headings, click on the form settings, table format. And here if we scroll down, we see inventory offset increase and decrease account, enable both. And by default, these ledgers are set to cost of goods sold. If we check this, as you can see, it is charged in cost of goods sold as a gain or loss of inventory variance. We will create a new account under the expenses. So let's say that we will charge it as administrative expenses, let's say. So we just select this one, which is maintenance. 635, 636 is free. So select that, press Ctrl A, 636, all 0, 01, 001, 01. Whatever is the pattern, we will follow that. Loss of inventory. So basically, why do we select the ledger? We select the ledger because we want the new ledger to be inserted right below it. So we just select that, then press Ctrl A, follow the sequence with the new incremental number and just press enter and we'll see that immediately the ledger is added here. Click on add or let's close. And we can easily select it from here, 636, that is loss of inventory, and offset increase or decrease account. We will charge 636 here as well. Now, you might be thinking, why do we need a offset increase account or decrease account? Sometimes there is mistake. Let's say that you counted the stock of crockery in your kitchen, because in restaurants, crockery is counted every single month. So you have charged it as a loss. But in the next month, it seems that the crockery was sent somewhere for some event and now it went back. So that loss needs to be adjusted, right, from the ledger. So that's why it will be included in the same ledger. Okay, now let's click on add and click yes. And it says operation completed successfully. Let's go to the last record and right click and click on inventory posting list. You should be able to see only the posting list and not the journal entry itself. Click on this and you won't be able to see a journal entry like this. So we will close all of them and we will go to the financials. Click on journal entry and go to the most recent record, that is last data record. So as we can see clearly that the loss of inventory is charged as a debit as an expense, and against that inventory finished good is credited. Perfect treatment. That's how you do it. Just try this by yourself and I will see you in the next one.